Let's be honest. You've punished yourself enough. Enough guilt, enough spiraling, enough carrying shame like it's a part of your identity. And as I keep on saying, you're not broken. You're just tired of fighting battles that were never yours. And here's what no one told you. You don't need to heal to be worthy. You don't need to prove your divinity to receive grace. You just need to remember it's already yours. This isn't some feel-good fluff. This is ancient Lemurian wisdom. Grace is a force, a frequency, a spiritual technology. It softens what shame hardens. It restores what judgment fractured. And it makes space for you that's still scared to be seen. So if you're ready to stop being at war with yourself, if you're ready to stop dragging old identities through new timelines, then breathe with me, because grace is already here. And she's been waiting for you to open up that door. So what is the energy of grace? What does it truly mean? Grace is the frequency that lives between judgment and forgiveness. It is the pause, the divine inhale, the sacred stillness where healing begins. Whereas forgiveness is an act, grace is a state of being. It is the state of being of loving yourself in the mess, choosing compassion before understanding, seeing the eyes of the soul, not the mind. Grace is not passive. It's not a spiritual bypass. It doesn't pretend everything is fine. It holds you in the truth and the tenderness. In Lemurian wisdom, grace was invoked not just in moments of crisis, but as a daily devotional practice. It was how the priestesses moved, spoke, led, and loved. They believed that when you embodied grace, you became a mirror of the divine. You transmuted suffering through presence. You returned to the rhythm of your highest timeline. Let that land for a moment. You return to the rhythm of your highest timeline, because shame is what slows your light body, and grace is what sets it free. Grace doesn't require understanding the entire journey. Just trusting the next steps. It allows you to be fully human and fully divine all at once. The Lemurians saw grace as a light that shone brightest when held through the shadows. It is the gentle exhale in the chaos, the loving glance toward your own reflection, the quiet acceptance that this too is sacred. Grace invites you to stop performing and start allowing. It is the permission slip to be messy, radiant, evolving, and holy all at once. So how does Energy Body 6 and the power of grace connect? Grace is deeply connected to the Energy Body 6, the Arcline. This is your halo, your aura of divine truth, the arc of intuition that connects the pineal gland to the pituitary, your cosmic antenna. When your Arcline is clear, you don't just receive guidance, you embody it. You walk with certainty, you speak with softness that doesn't shrink. You radiate a frequency of compassion, even in chaotic rooms. But when the Arcline is clouded by shame, self-hate, judgment, or regret, it dims. You question your worth. You struggle to trust. You overthink, override, and overanalyze. Grace clears the Arcline like a thunderstorm washing the sky. A healthy Arcline is also responsible for setting energetic boundaries. Grace isn't about being a doormat. It's about radiating such a strong frequency of compassion that others naturally recalibrate in your presence. It's powerful, dignified, and softness. It holds the line and keeps the heart open. When you activate grace through the Arcline, you discern truth without defensiveness. You receive intuitive nudges with ease. You access your soul records through calm precipitancy. Here's a practice for you. Close your eyes, place one finger between your brows, breathe in for 5, hold for 5, and exhale for 7. Release the grip of shame. I am guided, I am held, I am grace in motion. Visualize a golden arc curving from your brow to crown. Lit it up, sparkling. Feel your intuition clear. Grace doesn't ask you to know the way, just to soften enough to be shown. So living in grace. Here's a practical embodiment. So how do we live grace? Not just understand it conceptually, but walk it like a prayer. Here are soul practices to embody it daily. 1, speak to yourself like someone you love. Your inner dialogue becomes your field. Shift it from harshness to harmony. 2, interrupt judgment with breath. The moment you catch yourself judging yourself or others, pause, breathe, and say, this too is sacred. 3, practice compassionate reflection. Instead of asking, why did I mess up? Ask, what did this version of me need? 4, offer grace before it's earned, to yourself, to others, because the true grace isn't transactional. 5, let go of perfection. You are not here to perform, you are here to remember. 6, embody grace in movement. Walk slowly, mindfully. Let your body carry the frequency. 7, create a grace altar. Place objects that symbolize softness, forgiveness, and compassion. Light a candle daily in devotion. And here are some journal prompts for grace. Where am I still holding shame that is not mine to carry? What would it feel like to be kind to myself here? What version of me still needs my forgiveness? How is grace already trying to reach me? In what moments do I feel most softened? And here are some affirmations to anchor in that grace. I am held by a love that does not judge me. I release the grip of past versions of me. I walk forward with softness and strength. I am a living, breathing transmission of grace. My softness is sacred. My truth is gentle. My heart is safe. Grace is a Merkaba stabilizer. In the architecture of the Merkaba, grace is one of the stabilizers of your field. It acts like a balm, soothing out energetic rips caused by trauma, judgment, self-attack, or external projection. If your Merkaba is constantly glitching, spinning too fast, or collapsing into certain areas, grace is often the missing piece. When you offer grace to yourself, you repair distortions in your auric field. You restore coherence between the heart and the mind. You strengthen the integrity of your intuitive channel, because without grace, your Merkaba can become too rigid or too volatile. It needs the frequency of gentle surrender to stay in harmonious spin. So here's a grace visualization for you. Close your eyes. Imagine your light body spinning. See any frayed or glitching parts. Now visualize soft pastel blue light, the frequency of grace, washing over your field, smoothing, calming, reweaving, and then say aloud, I call in the frequency of grace. Restore my field, anchor my truth, and harmonize my light. Sit in this energy. Let it recalibrate you. You may feel tears. Let them fall. You may feel warmth. Let it spread through your body. You may feel nothing, and that's okay too. This is your soul healing, not performance. Grace meets you when you are not where you think you should be. I want you to breathe with me and listen not with your ears, but with your heart. In a world obsessed with proving worth, chasing validation, and earning rest, grace says you are already enough. Let these words settle into your bones. You do not need to hustle for your holiness. You do not need to fix, perfect, or earn the love that is your birthright. You are not a project. You are a presence. Grace is not the end of the journey. It is the way you walk it. It's the vibration that softens your nervous system, realigns your soul, and rewrites the energetic script of your lineage. When you choose grace, you are choosing to interrupt generations of self-denial, shame, and spiritual scarcity. You're choosing softness in a hard world, and that, beloved, is the highest revolution. So here's what I want you to feel in your cells. You are not here to be perfect. You are here to be real. You are not here to perform. You are here to remember. You are not broken. You are blooming. Let this be your new mantra. I am grace in motion. I walk with softness. I lead with light. I am the remembrance of love. Now I invite you to place both hands over your heart and speak to yourself the way the divine would. Beloved, I see you. I honor your journey. I forgive the striving. I call you back home to softness. Let this closing invocation wash over you. To the parts of me I silenced, I now sing your song. To the wounds I judged, I now anoint you with love. To the future I feared, I now walk into you with grace. And if you're feeling called to fully integrate this frequency, to make grace your default setting, not your last resort, then I invite you into a sacred next step. Book your growth breakthrough session. Let's stabilize your Merkaba. Let's build your life from the vibration of fierce softness. Let's embody grace in the way you speak, serve, and lead, because the world doesn't need more perfection. It needs more grace, and it starts with you, with deep love and eternal remembrance. If you remember one thing from today, let it be this: grace is not something you earn, it's something you remember. You are already worthy, already enough, already loved beyond measure. Let grace be the way you walk. Let grace be the lens you see yourself through. Let grace be the energy you extend even when the world forgets its own divinity. This is how we change timelines. This is how we rebuild Eden. This is how we remember who we are. But if you're ready to anchor this virtue into every aspect of your life, from your inner dialogue to your relationships, leadership, and purpose, then join me for a growth breakthrough session. Let's stabilize your Merkaba with grace. Let's remember together with fierce love and softness. Until next time.